Hello, friends and family. I'm Will.
I'm Danny.
And this is the Roll Call. Today we are doing Wonder Woman. We just saw it, and I gotta say, it lived up to the hype. It was a very badass movie.
Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, I was skeptical because it's DC, and they finally made a good one. It's nice to see DC actually becoming a contender, because so far it's been like Marvel shoots it out of the park every fucking movie they make, and DC just makes me want to shoot myself in the dick.
Suicide Squad, I loved every second of it. I thought it was incredible. As an origin story, it was really good. As just a feminist icon movie, it was really, really good. And even just as an action movie in general, really, really good. Like he said, I kind of thought it was going to suck, and it was just out of nowhere amazing.
Yeah. Whenever I hear the hype about movies, I'm always skeptical. It lived up to the hype. Not as much as some of the stuff I read. Because I had read that it was the best superhero movie ever made. It was better than The Dark Knight, better than Logan. I disagree with that full-heartedly.
Yeah, I do disagree with that. I would do Dark Knight Logan this.
I like this about as much as I like The Dark Knight Rises. And I love The Dark Knight Rises.
First and foremost, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Gal Gadot or Gadot, I don't know how to pronounce it, but she was amazing. I mean, she was Wonder Woman. I heard a bunch of people trying to say that she wasn't pretty enough for the part, or that she wasn't a good enough actress for the part. I thought she was gorgeous, and I also thought she did phenomenal acting. Every scene she was in, from how the fuck do I fit into society versus I just watched a whole village get gas bombed, and how do I cope with that? I mean, her emotional scale was she was so good. I loved it.
She played that innocence so well.
She was just like a little kid.
Yeah, when she first moved to when she visited London for the first time, just she had that naive child down so well.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hilarious.
You watch her just gradually become more and more grounded in reality. I mean, she starts with, oh, if I kill Ares, then men are going to be good. Oh, if I help these people, then it'll all work out. And then she kind of realizes, even after she kills the god of war, it doesn't just negate everything. The world still sucks. People still suck. And you just get to watch her come to that conclusion all on her own. I also really, really, really liked Chris Pine. He was so good in this movie.
Kind of upsetting we're not going to see him again.
I'm sure they'll find ways to bring him flashbacks or something. I'm sure they'll find some way to... He's a big name actor, and everyone that I've seen take away from this movie is that they want him back somehow. And the action scenes were awesome. Aside from some of them being a little too CGI heavy, none of them looked really fake or anything. They all looked really good, and the stunts were awesome, and just the choreography was great. I mean, Wonder Woman's a freaking powerhouse. Oh my god, they were great.
I liked that it was set during World War I.
I liked that. I liked that a lot.
I was worried. I never really got into Wonder Woman when I was growing up. When I was a kid, it was about Spider-Man, X-Men, and Batman. Other than that, it was stupid. I just didn't like it. And now I'm getting into other... now it's holy shit, Iron Man's badass. To me, the trailers were oh, it's Captain America but a girl. Fighting the Nazis again in World War II. The setting, I already watched that movie. I already saw, the bad German guy. I already saw all that. This is just that with a woman. And the first time I saw a plane and the plane crashed, it's that's not a World War II plane.
And right when the movie starts, you could see how different it was. Just the direction where she's on the Amazon island, the mascara, and it was it just... I loved that too. I loved that it showed us her growing up, and it gave us a glimpse at the end. I mean, we already saw her in Batman vs Superman, and she's kind of lost her faith, for lack of a better word, and she finds it at the end of the movie. But we see what made her get to that point. We know from the first moments that she's at that point. We got to just it comes full circle where you just kind of see her look at that picture and all the memories it brings back of her growing up. It was very well done.
There's a little kid like, yeah,
that was cute.
Yeah.
One moment in the movie, like, it literally gave me chills, is like when she basically becomes Wonder Woman. She climbs out of the trenches and she just starts running at the other side. That was such a good scene. I mean, that was like, I literally had chills. I mean, I was like choking up almost, because it was just such a good scene. And it, like, she just didn't care. She didn't care that there was just hundreds of guys firing artillery at her. She was like, I'm a woman with a shield and I will kill all of you. It was awesome.
It was, yeah. I like the humor a lot.
Agreed.
I've seen, so far this summer, I've seen every blockbuster that's come out, all the action movies. And one complaint that I've had consistently is a lot of the jokes are forced. Power Rangers, Guardians of the Galaxy. Not everything has to be a joke. This movie was like straddling the line between a drama or just like a feel-good action movie. And like, it knew when to be dramatic and when to insert a joke.
The perfect balance.
Yeah, it wasn't every exchange that she had as a civilian with people and like was a joke.
I knew when to get serious. The second the second she landed in the forefront in the trenches, it was like, nope, no humor. Mm-hmm. People suck.
Yeah.
And I like that, like, abrupt shift. Like, that was kind of like you just watch that, where she's sitting by the campfire and she sees that guy having the nightmares and he wakes up and he's all traumatized. And she's like, what do I even make of this? Like, that was sort of like a turning point.
And one thing I didn't like is that they kept telling origin stories. Like, it was like, the whole thing starts off with her getting the picture and she narrates. And it's like, when I was a child, and then it goes back, and that's the movie. It's like in an origin story. And then it's like, then the mom starts to tell her about the god Ares and stuff. And then that becomes a flashback story with a narration. And then they start talking later on about World War One. And then that becomes like another flashback story. I'm just sitting here and I was going like, another one? Like, another one?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
See, I suck with actors' name. The main German guy.
Oh, I've seen him in so many things.
He was in American Horror Story.
Yeah.
He was Stryker in X-Men Origins Wolverine. I hated his German accent.
I didn't even notice.
God,
I didn't even notice.
It was so fucking bad. It's just one of those, like, dude, you should have just spoke with an English accent, because it's so fake. I liked the villain, the woman, the doctor.
Yeah, I
liked her.
I hope they do more with her, because like I still don't really get her purpose.
I wanted more of her.
I wanted more. I guess with the Amazons, there's a lot we really don't know about them still. But again, as long as they do more with that in the future, that's not so much a problem. But there's a lot left unanswered that if it stays unanswered, then it's a problem. If it doesn't, then like tough.
Yeah, they really didn't give any sense of conclusion to the Amazon storyline. She just left, and they were like, "You're not going to be allowed back."
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. There's no conclusion. This was just an amazing feminist movie. I mean,
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, seriously, like when I really stopped to think about it, like I was having this conversation with you the other day, how many female superhero solo movies are there?
None. There was Elektra and Catwoman, and they sucked.
Fucking flops. I mean, this, because like, I feel like directors, when they're writing those kinds of movies, they aren't even trying to make them good. They're just trying to like have some chick in a hot leather suit, and they don't care about the writing because they're selling on the sex appeal. Mm-hmm. This movie didn't care about sex appeal. It never sexualized her. It put her in like a...
I don't know. She doesn't need... She's sexy.
Well, she's gorgeous as it is, but it didn't like... If anything, they sexualized Chris Pine, which... but it was kind of nice to see the men be sexualized for once. Like, she wasn't at all the whole movie. And you know, she was well written, well acted. I really liked that the majority of her scenes were with men, because the whole movie, it's all these guys being like, what? Why is she here? And then
at the time, it was a men's world.
Yeah, exactly. And that was why I think the setting was perfect. This was like the epitome of just women are useless kind of mindset. And
Secretaries.
exactly, secretaries. And like, she proved all of them wrong. And just the look on their face when they see her in the battlefield.
Or in the console. When she first walks in and they're like, small console on.
Yeah.
So that everybody stops and is like, what's a woman doing in here? And it's like, you stupid woman, this is men talk.
And she's the one who sticks up to them and is like, you're fucking cowards. Like, what general is going to sit behind a desk while their men are out fighting and you're going to sacrifice your lives? You're a fucking coward. Like, it was just, this was a movie that, like, I think was really important just because it's finally a female superhero done
In
right.
this day and age,
Yeah, done right.
It's sad.
Scores?
Yes. What are you gonna give it?
9.25 out of 10.
9.25 out of 10?
9.25 out of 10. Amazing movie, amazing cast, amazing writing, amazing action. You need to see this movie. It's not only changed my opinion about the DCEU, it has me actually looking forward to all the ones to come, if not just the fact that I'm going to get more Wonder Woman.
You know what? For once in my life, I'm also going to give it 9 1/4. I am going to agree with you.
Yes.
Yeah, 9 1/4 is definitely a good score. I have very small complaints, but Wonder Woman went from being a character that I didn't really give a shit about to my favorite character in the DCU right now. Batman is always going to be my favorite because he's fucking Batman, but she's tied with him right now. Yeah, I think this is the third best or tied for third best of all superhero movies. Go see it. Absolutely see it. And
Absolutely.
we will be back next week in some form or another. I will still be crippled, and
I'll still be gay.
yeah, so there's some guarantees.
Yeah, at
There's
least some things are
consistencies in this
constant.
show. We may have lost Phil, but at least this is a consistency. This has been the roll call. I'm Will.
I'm Danny.
Peace.
See Wonder Woman.
Yes.